Welcome back to another episode of the Next Level Minds podcast. My name is Chris Chapman, and I am your host. And this podcast is dedicated to those who want to reach a next level in their faith, family, fitness, finances, and embrace the American freedoms that we have in this country. The freedom to build a business, the freedom to have a successful career, the freedom to build relationships, and the freedom to reach financial freedom, which is some of the things that this show talks about as well. But before we dive in, my vision, goal, and mission for the show is really to impact over 1 million people by helping them reach a next level. So if you have not done this already, please take the time to subscribe to Next Level Minds by sharing this episode with a family member, friend, or a colleague is a second way that you can support the show. And a third way that you can support is by leaving a review on Next Level Minds on Apple Podcast and just letting me know what you think. Now, we also interview guests on this podcast and really walk through their story of how they got from point A to point B, overcame setbacks, adversities, failures along the way. And with that information, we help people reach a next level in their faith, family, fitness, or finances. But we also do solo episodes called Motivation Monday, which is what today's topic is about, where I'll be talking about a personal development related topic. Now, today's Motivation Monday episode is very impromptu. Basically had some scheduling overlap with a guest that was supposed to be on my podcast at 5 o'clock. I thought it was at 5:30. I joined at 5:30. He said, hey, actually it was supposed to be at 5. I can jump back on, but I need 15 more minutes. So I was like, you know what? This is what you call a productivity pivot, right? Instead of scrolling on Instagram or scrolling on Facebook or, wasting time, I said, you know what? I'm going to spend 10, 15 minutes off the cup, impromptu, Next Level Minds Motivation Monday episode, because I know my listeners love these solo episodes. So want to dive into 3 ways. Again, this is completely off the cuff, unplanned, unprepared, but 3 ways that you can get closer to your goals. Number 1 is by actually writing down what you want out of life. So many times I ask people, what do you want out of your career, or your fitness, your faith, your finances, all this stuff? And so many people don't have an answer to that question, but they have an answer to where they want to go on vacation next month. They have an answer to the TV show that they're watching. They have an answer to the newest album that just dropped, but they don't have an answer as to where they want their life to be in the next 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 years down the road, right? So the first step in getting closer to your goals is actually to establish, what do you want? Why do you want it? And how are you going to get there, right? Your what is going to drive you on those days that you're motivated, right? The car, the house, the money. Your why, right? My why is to educate, motivate, and inspire others to reach their full potential. That's why I do this podcast after hours. It's why I make LinkedIn content, Instagram videos, a newsletter. Why are you doing what you are doing, right? It's also why I'm successful in my 8 to 5 sales job, right? So that I can pour money back into my personal brand, my podcast, so that I can reach, multiple lives, right? So I can make an impact, right? I believe if I'm financially successful, I'm that much more versed and that much more credible, right? And that much more willing and able to make an impact by being somebody of credibility, right? So what do you want? Why do you want it? How am I going to get there, right? These are the habits, routines, behaviors. So figure that out first. The second thing is to visualize these goals, right? We've talked about this numerous times. Visualize you achieving this goal, visualize the experience with this goal, visualize the feeling that you're going to have when you accomplish this goal, right? Let's say it's a car, right? Visualize backing out of the driveway, pulling into the driveway, parking in your garage, visualize your friends in your car. Let's say it's more of a intrinsic thing, like impacting 1 million lives, right? Visualize yourself speaking on stages with thousands of people watching you. Visualize yourself doing a podcast with some of the best entrepreneurs, the best business owners, the best and brightest successful people in the world. Visualize the end result as to what you want out of your life. Do this over and over and over again. And what happens is your subconscious mind has difficulty separating what's real and what's fake. Throughout this process of you visualizing as to what do you want, your mind is going to have trouble dictating what's real, right? And then your mind's going to start to look for natural solutions to make this happen. Literally, the car that I drive right now was the exact car with the exact color, the exact seats, the exact feel that I've been visualizing over the last 4 to 5 years now, right? You can't tell me that this stuff doesn't work, right? Vacations that I've been on are the exact vacation that I visualized over and over again, right? Experiences that I've had in my life, goals that I've accomplished. I just looked at my vision board that I made in like 2019, 2020 timeframe. I've pretty much conquered everything that was on that vision board, right? It's crazy how it works. Scientifically proven that this works. There was actually a study done with free throw percentage accuracies. Sorry, I cannot speak. Free throw percentage accuracy, where they said, okay, let's see who improves the most. The group that shoots free throws multiple times a day, every day, or the group that does nothing, sits there and just visualizes the free throws going in. So literally physically not throwing free throws. They're just visualizing them getting better. Well, the group that practiced every day improved by, I think, 34%. And the group that just visualized every day, again, did not practice free throws, just visualized, improved right at about 34%, maybe about 32% as well. So what this goes to show is that action, right, the habits, routines, behaviors with daily visualization can equal massive positive results. The third thing here is surrounding yourself with people who have done it as well, right? There's a great book out there called, I think it's called Who Not How, right? It talks about who can you surround yourself with that's actually going to help you get closer to your goals. Is it a podcast? Is it a book? Is it a course? Is it a neighbor down the street? Who has built what you want out of life? And who can you surround yourself with? Who can you learn from, right? Who? Keep looking for this. We live in an internet digital age where you can connect with anybody online. You can follow people on Instagram, LinkedIn. You can connect with people in multiple different ways, right? It's no longer having to do every single thing in person. Like you could listen to Next Level Minds and listen to 150 to 200 different business owners of how they built their business, how they overcame adversities. You can go on YouTube and look up how to do X, Y, and Z, right? And you're going to learn from people who have built what you want. And actually I have a fourth bonus one, and that's to use AI, right? I was very apprehensive to use any AI software, but it's one of those things that I personally don't think is going anywhere. AI is going to continue to get more and more and more relevant in today's society and today's business environment. And so use AI to your advantage, right? Write some prompts in there of, hey, here's my goals for the rest of 2025. If I was to accomplish all of these goals, what are my daily habits, weekly habits, monthly habits? What are the things that I need to do? Who do I need to surround myself with, right? Start asking you these AI these questions and have these technology pieces that are out there guide you as to where you should go, right? AI can be a huge helper, right? I use AI in my 8 to 5 corporate sales job. I use AI in my Next Level Minds podcast. And lately, I've been building using AI to help when it comes to coming up with ideas to achieve my goals, right? Coming up with new strategies, new routines, new behaviors. And so that's a fourth bonus one, is to use the technology that's out there and have it actually create some plans for you. So again, this was all impromptu, no planning, no preparation, just started recording. And while I was doing the intro, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to talk about goals. I'm going to talk about some ways to get closer to those goals, because we're about 6 months, 7 months, about halfway through the year. So I thought this was extremely relevant and timely. If you've enjoyed this episode, share this podcast with a family member, friend, or colleague. Shoot me a message on Instagram at ChrisChapChap. Let me know what you think. If you want to connect, ask questions about the show, let me know as well. And then if you want monthly personal development content dropped into your inbox, subscribe to the Next Level Minds newsletter. The link to do that will be in the show notes below. Other than that, I hope everybody has a fantastic week ahead and continues to crush their goals.